Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, folks, we have information coming out of Mecca, out of Saudi Arabia. A suicide bomber blew himself up as right there near the Grand Mosque there in Mecca. He blew himself up. He didn't get to fulfill what he wanted to do, which was, of course, bring misery and chaos and carnage to the worshipers that go to the mosque, the Grand Mosque. Matter of fact, the suicide bomber blew himself up near the Grand Mosque in Mecca as police disrupted a plot to target the holiest site in Islam, just as the fasting month of Ramadan come to an end. Of course, Saudi security forces are telling us today. The Interior Ministry said it launched a raid around Jeddah, as well as two areas in Mecca itself, including the neighborhood located near the Grand Mosque there in Saudi Arabia. There, police said they engaged in a shootout at a 3-story house with a suicide bomber who then blew himself up and caused the building to collapse. He was killed, while the blast wounded 6 foreigners and 5 members of security forces. According to the Interior Ministry statement, 5 others were arrested, including a woman who was involved in this plot to bring chaos, death, and carnage to Mecca. And no doubt they were preparing. I mean, I would say, I don't know when, the Hajj is, of course, coming up later this summer, but there's no question there are people that are trying to figure out a way to do massive damage. The Sunni Shiite confrontation among the Islamic people is at a boiling point. And so the struggle for the caliphate, is it ISIS that will lead the caliphate? Is it Turkey's President Erdogan? Will he lead the caliphate? Is al-Baghdadi dead? Is it going to be somebody from the Shiite Muslims, the Ayatollah Ali Khomeini maybe in Iran? Or is it someone from the Sunnis, like someone rising up among the Saudi Arabians? Or is it the Hashemite kingdom? Will it come from Jordan? Or will there be someone from the Muslim Brotherhood? Remember Muhammad Mursi? Remember him? He was the president of Egypt, and he tried to implement Sharia law upon the millions of Egyptians, and the chaos and the murdering and the blowing up of Christian churches. One thing's for sure, no matter who leads the caliphate against Israel for the Levant to try to take over the entire Holy Lands, they will have to fight Christians and Jews and each other to get the job done, as the apocalypse is certainly upon us, folks. It's not only with earthquakes, sinkholes, asteroids, hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, solar winds, Planet X. It's not just all these things, but it's the tensions between kingdoms. It's not just even nation rising against nation, but kingdoms against kingdoms. Earthquakes and all the other catastrophes that will come into play should say to everyone that you're getting very close to the coming of the Lord. And he is coming soon. So just relax. Everybody, I'm working here in the studio. We're working on the lighting, obviously. And don't worry. We've got flags coming in. We've got greenery. People have been wondering about all these things. Just calm down. Get some coffee. I'll be back with more, okay? In just a moment. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's getting crazy. But remember what the Lord said to me in the fall of last year. The Lord said to me, and I've been sharing this with you guys, at least 100 videos, that 2017 would be a year of great chaos for the world, but a year of great blessings for the body of Christ. We'll be back with more. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days.